Okay, so hello everyone, this is Akshay here. Let's continue to today's GFGP restrict. We have been given an array of distinct elements of size, and the task is to remove the elements of the array in a zigzag fashion. So what we're gonna do here is that let's try run some first test cases. So we've been given 4, 3, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, and we need to return the first lesser than symbol, then greater than, and again lesser than and greater than, so on and so forth, right? So we need an order, right? So method one, or let's say the brute force approach would be, let's just maintain an order first of all. That is, let us sort it. So if we sort it, you'll get an array elements of method one brute force would be sorted, and if we sort it, we will get an array elements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8, right? And I can clearly see that the order I want is lesser than, and then I want greater than, then lesser than, greater than, lesser than, greater than, right? So by default, which of them are following the order? So this is following the order. This is not following the order. Again, 3 and 4 is following the order, and 4 and 6 is not following. 7 and 8 is following the order, and what else? Yep. So that means every adjacent pair, that is, we'll start from I equals to 1, and adjacent pair after two steps, right? So I equals to I plus 2, right? And we'll go to I less than n minus 1, right? Because we are following a pair, so last element cannot found a pair. So we'll have a for loop, right? And we'll fix these particular positions, right? We'll just say swap of array comma I plus 1, right? And after doing that, having done that, what would be our resultant array? It would be 1, 3, 2, and 3, 2, and then 6, 4, and 7 and 8. Now, is it following the order? So this is correct, right? And this is correct, this is correct, correct, again following and again following, right? So or let's say after sorting the array, we just need to run this for loop and we'll get to the solution. What is the time and space again? Time would be n log n, and we are using an iteration for the for loop, so it would be n. Ignoring the smaller time complexity, the overall time would be n log n, and giving the constraint, it would be 10 power 6 log of 10 power 6, which would be less than 10 power 8, and that is why this code will get submitted and we will not get the TLE. This would be the time, and space, again we are not using any space, so it would be O of n. Let's just see this code in action, and then we can proceed ahead with the next approach, that is without sorting it. So this would be it, and let us now hit this one button for this code. We have just sorted it. We had a for loop going for the adjacent pairs, and we are swapping it. Oh, let's just wait for the code to compile and get submitted, and then we can move ahead. Great, all the test cases have been passed. Let us move ahead with the next approach. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मेथड वन में तो we just sorted it, but can we do this without sorting it as well, right? So what are the elements we have? We have as 4, 3, 7, 8, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, right? And the order I need is first is lesser than, greater than, lesser than, greater than, lesser than, and greater than, right? So what I can do is that I can just follow the order, whatever the order is saying, right? So let's just try to do that. So I equals to 0, right? And if I just say, if I just compare it for I equals to I plus 1, is it following the order? It is not, right? So what I can do is I can just swap the elements. So I'll just say 3 and 4, I have swapped it. Now 4 and 7, is it following the order? It is. So I will not swap. I'll just go move ahead. Now 7 and 8 following the order. Yep, it is following the order according to the our need. So I'll just say okay, that's true. Now 8 and 6, is it following the order? Yep, it is following the order. So I'll just go ahead again. Now 6 and 2, is it following the order? This is not following the order, right? 2 is not greater than 6. What I will say, let's swap these two elements. So 2 would be coming here and 6 would be coming here, right? अब यहाँ पे ऐसा सोच सकते हो कि भैया ये तो random elements है. Like all the elements have been given the random. How we are like, if sorting one adjacent pair, would it not affect to the left or right hand side of it? Or right hand side we were not covered. Would it not affect the left side? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होगा यार. आप एक बार फिर से वापस से देखो. 6 और 2 जो है, it was lesser than it, right? Right? And if we swap it, or let's say ये ऐसा नहीं होता, if it was not been the case, and let's say if this 2 was, let's say, 7, right? Then order already maintain था, हम यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं करते, right? और पीछे से हम ऑलरेडी हैंडल करके आ रहे हैं, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती. सेकंड केस वुड हैव बीन कि अच्छा, कि 6 से लेस हो जाए, 6 से लेस हो जाएगा, राइट? इस 6 से अगर ये लेस हो गया, राइट? तो मैं देखना चाह रहा हूँ कि अच्छा लेफ्ट में कोई प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है? नहीं यार, नहीं हो सकती, क्योंकि ये जो 6 है, ये खुद ही अपने प्रीवियस एडजेसेंट एलिमेंट से छोटा था, लेफ्ट एडजेसेंट से, राइट? तो इसके अगर कोई छोटा एलिमेंट है भी और मैं उसको स्वैप करके अपना काम निकाल रहा हूँ, देन डेफिनिटली लेफ्ट साइड वुडंट बी अफेक्टेड. आई होप यू एबल टू ग्रास्प दिस. Okay, 2 and 6, and again we'll move ahead. So 6 is greater than 1. Yep. So we'll not swap it again, right? How many swaps required? Only 2 swaps is required, and then we can we reach the answer. So in this possible question, there could be multiple answers. You can clearly see that this is the order. It's a different order, right? So there could be multiple answers. We just want to see if it is possible by any possible combination or not, and then we can just say return one, right? So this would be the path we will take. And what would be the pseudocode for this? So what are we doing actually? We are just checking if for I equals to 0, I less than n minus 1, because again we are following a pair, so the last element cannot find a pair to its right hand side, and I plus equals to 2, right? Now, what are we checking now? We are checking two things in a pair according to the need, the lesser sign and the greater sign. So that means we need to maintain a flag variable, right? Uh, and we will flip it according to our need. So let's say flag is 0. I'm saying my need is this one, and if I flag is 1 and I saying my need is the greater than symbol, right? So how? Okay, so how are we gonna flip it? With that's also we'll see. So I'll check if flag is equals to 0. That means I need this operator, right? So if the adjacent element is having a violation of this less than symbol, so how the violation will happen? That array of I at any point of time it becomes greater than array of I plus one, and what I needed lesser than. So in that case, I will just say let's swap the elements. Swap array comma I plus one. In Java, we have to make an external function, but in C++ you can just call the swap function, right? This would be it. I flag equals to 0, and in the else case definitely flag would be automatically be set to 1. We'll see how we can set it. And here the need is greater than symbol, so violation would be there if the adjacent elements are lesser, that is if array of I is less than array of I plus 1, then this is the violation we need to fix, right? So I'll just say again, swap array comma I plus 1, right? And this would be it for the else case. Now once we have fixed the flag equals to 0, flag equals to 1 for the adjacent pair of elements, we need to flip it, right? So what is the need? Again, let's go to the need. If the flag is 0, I need to flip it to 1. If the flag is 1, I need to flip it to 0. So what is the how we can do that? So I'm saying let's take the XOR operator with 1. If I write the 1 here, if I write 1 here and 1 here, and if you do a XOR, then 0 0 1 will give you 1, and 1 0 1 will give you 0, right? So this would be let's say method 1. To flip it, method 2 would be you just write an if and else condition, that if flag is equals to 0, then flip it to 1, and else flip it to, I think this is visible. If it is 0, flip it to 1, else flip it to uh, 0, right? So these two methods, or let's say the code you can write to flip the flag variable, right? Now let's just jump to the coding section and let's just see the code in action. Meanwhile, what would be the time and space? So it would be time and space would be O of n, and space would be O of 1, right? So let's just pause the video here again and let us see the code. Okay, so let me comment the first approach, and we're going to see the second one. So we have a flag variable, we have a for loop. We are checking if it is 0, then definitely the violation is there, swap it. In the else case, if the violation is there for the greater than symbol sign, check if it is lesser than, then swap it, and we are just flipping the variable. And we have an external function of for swap to swap two elements in the given array. So that would be it. Let us hit the submit button, and then we can quickly end this video. And if you have come for the first time for the channel and you're watching the videos regularly, taking help of the channel, please do like, share, and subscribe. And let us meet again in the next video. Till then, keep on and keep going. Bye bye. And